Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Larson, and you're watching the ACS.
It's Talladega Saturday in the Aflac Cup Series, the most anticipated event in every season of the ACS, and we are ready to bring it to you live here from Talladega, Alabama. 10 laps of action-packed plate racing ready to come your way, and in the midst of an epic points battle between Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. It's all coming down to this. These two drivers are tied, literally tied, for the points lead with just 2 races remaining in the Aflac Cup Series. It doesn't get any tighter than that, and we are looking forward to bringing you this intense battle these last 2 races in the next 2 weeks. Now for the drivers to watch for, Joey Logano. Is he the best current plate driver in the field? We think so. Joey has a strong car today. Look for him to be a force to be reckoned with here and at Talladega. Martin Truex Jr., he's at the top of the ACS power rankings. He surged up there, won Kentucky 2 races ago. The last race at Iowa finished in the top 3. He's ready to roar. And then William Byron, he's your pole winner for today's race. Let's see if Byron can keep that Hendrick Motorsports Chevy up front and in clean air. Now, like we said, the point standings. You got Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. tied at 0. Kurt Busch is still in the mix, just 19 points out. Matt DiBenedetto, last race winner at Iowa, he's just 36 points out. Brad Keselowski's 39. Those 5 drivers are still in range to win this championship. Now let's take a trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. There they are. William Byron and Kyle Busch fire up those engines and start to lead the field off pit road in Talladega. Now for the starting lineup. In row 1, we have William Byron to his outside, Kyle Busch. Row 2, Hendrick Motorsports teammates, Alex Bowman and Jimmy Johnson. Row 3, we got Joey Logano and Bryce Harvey with a good start this season. Row 4, Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney. Then row 5, Jimmy Lania, another Team Magi driver in the top 10, Chase Elliott to his outside. Row 6 is Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola. And in row 7, Brad Keselowski and Matt DiBenedetto, 2 championship drivers that have a shot at this championship. Kurt Busch, once again, he's in a shot as well, to his outside, Paul Menard. Kevin Harvick and your points leader, Kyle Larson, in row 9. Row 10, we have Daniel Suarez, who's having a good season, to his outside, Clint Bowyer. Row 11, the season 9 champion, Eric Jones, to his outside, Carter Adelman. Row 12, Austin Dillon and Ryan Newman. And in row 13 is Daniel Hemrick and Chris Buescher. Row 14 today is Bubba Wallace, to his outside, Ryan Preece. Row 15, Tyler Reddick and Ricky Stenhouse. And then winding up the field in row 16 is Camden Luca. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go green flag racing at Talladega, and it is in the air. William Byron and Kyle Busch take us to the green flag. Off of turn 2, Kyle Busch is going to have a surge and a push from Alex Bowman and Jimmy Johnson. Interesting choice by Bowman and Johnson to dip their teammate, William Byron. The cars fly down the backstretch. Kyle Busch in the lead as they go down the front stretch. And he's going to take lap 1 here, as it looks like Jimmy Johnson and Alex Bowman make a move to his outside. Kyle Busch going way back in the pack. He's going to get washed up off of turn 2. Carter Adelman nowhere to go. They make contact with Kurt Busch. A championship driver. Kurt Busch gets it under control. We stay green flag racing in Talladega. Chase Elliott dropped down from the top lane to pick up his teammate William Byron. Now that bottom lane surging. Looks like Chase Elliott has a good Chevrolet Camaro in him today. Johnson's going to come down the block. What a late block, but he gets it done. Hangs Alex Bowman in the top lane out to dry. Chase Elliott's going to give Jimmy Johnson a solid push out front. Through the trial will they go. 3 laps complete in Talladega. Over that top lane by Alex Bowman, get a run with Bryce Harvey and Clint Bowyer. Oh, Elliott goes up to block Bowman. Solid block there by Elliott, and he's going to drop right back down to block that surging lane on the bottom with Martin Truex Jr. and Jimmy Lania. 3 by 3 deep in the field. But it's Martin Truex Jr. making a move up front. Chase Elliott with an easy block. Elliott's learned a lot from Dale Jr. He's making good blocks out here today in that race lead. Another one by Elliott, blocking his teammate, Alex Bowman. Through 3 and 4 they go. Oh, Bowyer slows up into the wall. Bubba Wallace with a hard smack into the wall. The pole sitter, William Byron's involved. Ryan Preece weaving through that wreck as well. But Bubba Wallace with an intense hit up into that turn 3 wall. The big one strikes here in Talladega. Taking out Tyler Reddick as well. Chris Buescher, Clint Bowyer, William Byron, Jimmy Johnson was involved in this. Kyle Larson, he got some damage in this one as well. Let's see what happens here. It's like Clint Boyer just gets loose down into William Byron. Or no, yeah, William Byron goes down into Bubba Wallace. Tyler Reddick runs over Bubba. Where's Larson in this mix? Oh, looks like he just gets into the back of Jimmy Johnson there. That's where Johnson got some damage here. Johnson gets up into Ryan Preece as well there. Oh, man. And Jimmy Johnson gets some damage right there at the end from William Byron as well. So not good for William Byron and Jimmy Johnson. Both were up front in today's race, and now they are in this wreck. Kyle Larson gets some damage there, running into the back of Johnson. Lots of cars involved. Boyer, Byron, Reddick, Busher, Larson, Wallace, Preece, and Johnson. Busy day for the tow crews here in Talladega as they are taking these drivers to the garage area. William Byron on the hook, the pole sitter. That's tough to see if you're a William Byron fan. Tough to see if you're a Jimmy Johnson fan. Looks like he's having problems refiring that car. I didn't think it was that serious. Kyle Larson getting some repairs along with Ryan Preece. Looks like Preece is just going to take it to the garage area. So Chevys will lead the field back to the green flag with Elliott, Bowman, and Alanya, your top three. Hammond and Kozlowski dipping in there as well. Hammond's had a struggling season. Let's see if he can get a win late in the season here at Talladega. Green flag back in the air. Chase Elliott going to go up in front of his teammate, Alex Bowman. Oh, Hammond leaves Bowman out to dry, and then him and Elliott make contact. Those two cannot stay away from each other this season. But they both save it. We stay green. What a move by Kozlowski for the race lead on Jimmy Alanya. Veteran move by a veteran plate driver, Brad Kozlowski. He's out in the lead. Oh, and Alanya goes around in the backstretch. He takes Hemrick with him. They both slam to the inside wall in the backstretch. Caution will come out once again. Jimmy Alanya went from leading this race to the inside wall in a half a lap. There it is on the front stretch. Watch as he gets hung out to dry by Brad Kozlowski. Good move by Kozlowski, Harvick, and Dillon to get to Alanya's inside. Harvick's going to side draft Truex here. Does that start a chain reaction? Looks like Blaney might have slowed up. I think Alanya was still going pretty slow for being hung out in the draft. Blaney goes for an aggressive pass. Hemrick kind of just runs over Alanya there. And yeah, then Hemrick gets spun around by the nose of Kurt Busch. Alanya did a good job not bringing that car back up into the field because that would have been a huge pile up. Props to Alanya on the somewhat save, quote save. He almost gets into Kyle Busch there. Definitely a good job to keep it to the inside of the field because that would have been a big crash. So a lot of you fans better be thanking Alanya for saving that car, but unfortunately he did not save it from hitting Hemrick in the inside wall. So a late race restart. It's proved to be wild at Talladega. Will we see another one? This one with just 3 laps remaining here in Talladega. It's Brad Kozlowski and points leader Martin Truex Jr. up front. And where Kyle Larson is, he's deep in the field from the damage. There you just saw him with a flash on the screen. But meanwhile, Truex is up front, looking to take full advantage of this race. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. Oh, look at that run by Newman and Stenhouse. Elliott takes that run. Oh, and then he gets shoved up the track and into the wall by Kozlowski. What an aggressive block by Brad Kozlowski. Kozlowski controlling 3 lanes of traffic here at Talladega. Bowman giving Truex that wild shove through turns 3 and 4. Through the trial, coming to the white flag. Kozlowski leads it here at Talladega. Look at the run by Stenhouse on the high side. Here he comes now, getting a shove from Paul Menard. And there's Kyle Larson on the high side. Stenhouse goes for the pass. He dives low. Kozlowski blocks late. And he's going to run to the field. Big crash over turn 4. No caution. Kyle Larson's going to pedal his way to the victory. What an upset victory here at Talladega. Kyle Larson came out of nowhere and gets the win. How about that? What an upset victory here in Talladega. From being involved in a crash early in this race to taking the victory at Talladega, Brad Kozlowski with an aggressive block late in this race. Truex got involved in that crash as well. He ended up able to cross the line at least. So maybe the points damage wasn't too much, but Truex had this race in the bag, and then there's Larson getting a push from Logano. We talked about Logano at the top of the show. He had a great car, just got shuffled back. He's a great pusher as well. Joey Logano's going to get a second place finish out of this. But Stenhouse, what a textbook pass by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. But unfortunately, the karma kind of caught up with him in this situation, one could say. Because usually that's Stenhouse making that aggressive block. But this time he gets the block done to him. And up he goes into the field, collecting Denny Hamlin, unfortunately. Hamlin had such a great run going. Hamlin's been involved in just about every wreck this season. unfortunately for Denny Hamlin fans. I don't know what's up with that, but that needs to be fixed. So unfortunately, Denny Hamlin involved in this one as well. Stenhouse, there's Keselowski on the hook. Truex getting towed to the garage. We're gonna see where Truex is in the point situation. He's able to cross the line, I believe, in 6th, but that man won this race, so he's gonna have a decent-sized points lead heading into Detroit, maybe double digits. That would be hard to overcome if you're a Truex fan. So this is a win. It's just what Kyle Larson needed, especially going to a track like Detroit where Larson's good. Watch out. So season 10, race 9, finishing results, point standing, sorry. Kyle Larson leads Truex by 10 points, Kurt Busch by 37. So it's just between Larson and Truex now. Kurt Busch has been mathematically eliminated, so Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr. are the ones to watch going in to Detroit. Now, a 10-point lead, that could swing if Truex can grab the lead. Win does not guarantee the championship, but if Truex can get the lead, that's 5 extra bonus points, a bonus point for leading a lap, so that's 6 extra points for Truex, and if he can lead the most laps at Detroit, that's 7 extra bonus points, so that means he just have to beat Larson by 3 positions at Talladega. So 10 points may seem like a lot, but it adds up quickly, and trust me, it will add up here if Truex can have a good run in Detroit next weekend. And then your point standings, 21st through 31st, sorry. Your race results, Kyle Larson, there's Truex finishing 7th today. Truex got a 7th place finish. That's tough. It's really tough. Kyle Busch finished 11th today. There's DiBenedetto finishing 12th. Just not what the drivers needed like Kurt Busch and DiBenedetto. They needed to finish better. Elliott had a good car today. He ends up finishing 21st, unfortunately, for Chase Elliott fans. So next race is the finale. We head to Detroit. What a race we saw today in Talladega. That was some great racing. Look forward to see you next week in Detroit. Thanks everybody for watching. This is JG24, JM26, signing out.